Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting because I am finally reviewing the Pure X Rawbeautykristi collection. So if you would like to know my thoughts on the palette and the lashes, then just keep on watching. First of all, I want to apologise for how long this video is. I will try and keep it short and sweet, but I do have to rant a little bit. If you don't like rants and all you want to hear about is the makeup, then I will leave a timestamp in the comments below. But I do have some thoughts. On the 12th of July, which I think that's when it launched, I remember that date because it was Polish presidential election. I went on the Pure website on my laptop and on my phone. I always do that. I always get two sources, and I know that's what creates a lot of traffic on the website, but I really wanted to get this palette to review for you guys and to support Kristi. Probably didn't help the traffic on the website, but it just showed us how keen the subscribers were to get this palette, so Pure should have thought ahead. Most of the blame with this launch and whole fiasco, I'm gonna blame Pure. Kristi has nothing to do with the physical shipping, with how the website works. It's Pure's website and it's Pure's warehouse. The CEO of Pure, or whoever was in charge of this collection, should have thought ahead. She has 1 million subscribers. Even if a quarter of the subscribers are even interested to see how much the palette is, how it looks like, and maybe decide for themselves, that's like 200,000 of people that are gonna be on your website. I was on the website for 8 hours and then they started doing that queue thing. I was like 5,000th something in the queue as I was going to bed, because obviously I'm in the UK and it was a American website, which I also had a problem with. Why didn't you put it up on the UK website? Even if they were to sell out within 5 minutes on the UK website, that's absolutely fine, but there should have been at least a fraction of her palettes in Europe, so at least Europeans could try and get her palette. But anyway, that's kind of a side note. I even set up an alarm to wake up in the middle of the night to check if I'm still in the queue. Unfortunately, the queue, I estimated the time and the queue moved too fast, so unfortunately I skipped my queue, because once you're number one and you're on the website, you only get like 15 minutes to actually purchase the items. Unfortunately, all in all, I couldn't get the collection the first time round. I waited for the pre-sale restock, they called it, I think. Pure wanted to know how many they have to order, so you would pay your money to Pure and they would know how many to order. So a different warehouse would know how many to make, and then they would ship to Pure, and then once Pure receives that number of orders, they would start shipping them. And this is where the main issue lies, because when Pure was talking about the pre-sale restock, they promised that the orders will start shipping between the 31st of August and the 17th of September. Remember those dates because it's very important. That's kind of the main issue we have as customers, because I know I'm not alone in this. I didn't see anyone receiving any shipping emails in that time frame whatsoever. In fact, I completely forgot about this palette for like a solid 3 weeks. It was literally like the 15th of September that I remembered, oh yeah, it's creeping up to the date where Pure promised to ship my items. And then on the 17th of September, bear that in mind, the last day they said they would start shipping. I was like, right, I'm going to Twitter to find out what is happening, because I can't be alone in this. Where is my order? To my surprise, Pure came out with this. Hi beauties, Pure X Rawbeautykristi pre-sale orders are now shipping. Please be patient with us as we have a lot of orders. You can expect a tracking number in 2 to 7 business days. You will get an email when your order ships. Questions? Contact customer service, blah blah blah. And then we were like, what? So it's the last day of the shipping window and you're just started shipping our items? And then I saw a comment from Nosy Rosie. So you guys lied to us. You said it would be shipping between 31st of August and 17th of September. It's now 17th of September and I have to wait 2 to 7 days for a tracking number. Then God knows how long for it to get here. And then Pure replied, "Hi there. Orders began shipping within the promised shipping window. The shipping you indicated will be your shipping speed. Please contact customer service for further clarity. We can't wait for you to get your order." And I was like, that is a slap in the face, man. For them to turn around and say, "Hi there, orders began shipping within the promised shipping window." It is literally the last day. In fact, because it's America, I received my email, which I will mention in a second, on the 18th. I read it on the 18th. And then Claire made a very good comment, "But you didn't clarify until today that the window did not guarantee that all orders would be in the mail by the 17th. The window you gave implied that orders would all be in the mail sometime between the 31st and the 17th, which we are now discovering is not the case." That is exactly what we were all thinking. Because it's an 18-day window, you would expect at least majority of the orders to be shipped. But for them to even say they just started processing them on the last day, like, what? So I was like, I'm getting in on this because I'm annoyed as well. Exactly. I got an email today, in brackets, the 17th, items to be shipped, which means they have not been shipped. Therefore, you haven't fulfilled your promise. Not cool, Pure, not cool. And then another person replied, "At least you received an email. I haven't received anything." Noisy Rosie replied, "My order number is in the 18,000 number and there's no sign of it." And then Pure replied, "We are so sorry. Customer service is working as quickly as possible to get back to every customer. Orders are still shipping, so we appreciate your patience. We also recommend checking your promotion and spam folders." So I replied, "We appreciate the people working for customer service. What we don't appreciate is that no one made an executive decision to officially bring out a statement informing customers that the shipping was overwhelming and is delayed. Instead, you're acting, everything went fine." And then the thread carried on. I'm going to say this to Pure. If I haven't received shipping notification complete with tracking information by Monday, September 28th, I'm going to contact my bank. So Pure was like, "We are sorry for the delay in your order and want to assure you that orders are still shipping." So I was like, "So you're admitting that the promise was not fulfilled and you in fact did not ship all the orders between the 31st of the 8th and the 17th of the 9th. And then Pure replied to my comment, "We began shipping within that time frame as mentioned during the pre-sale. Have you received your tracking info yet?" And I said, "Oh yeah, so we should have known that saying will ship within those days means will begin shipping in that window, but your order might actually be shipped a week later. Pure, this is disgusting. You're treating your customers like we're stupid. It makes me not want the collection." And an even bigger slap in the face, a reason why I'm making this video, is because on the 27th of September, by then I still haven't received my order. Pure has posted on Instagram that there's still some pallets left over, so you will be able to purchase them on the 28th of September. And then, surprise, surprise, some people in the comments were like, "I placed an order for the entire collection during the pre-sale and still haven't gotten the shipping confirmation. Still haven't even gotten the email." Another comment, "Where's my tracking number if all orders have shipped? I have checked my email and spam folder multiple times. How can you restock this when people have not even received their orders from the first launch? Never mind the pre-sale." So then I decided to share that post in my stories and said, "This is an effing joke. I bought mine 2 months ago and still haven't received it yet. Tagged Pure, you played your customers and it shows." And someone has kindly replied to me in my DMs saying, "What's your order number?" And I said, "It's this. It says it's been dispatched, and since it's coming to the UK, I expect for it to take at least another week. Not cool, Pure. The orders were meant to be shipped by the 17th, but mine, for example, was shipped on the 23rd. The promise was not fulfilled, and I am sure most customers would appreciate an apology. And no, the fact that the orders were being processed within that time isn't an excuse, because that's not what you promised." And the person on the other end replied, "Hi there, showing as en route in our system. You will need to contact your courier for further help with your delivery." And if I click on the tracking system, I can see the history, and they received my parcel on the 23rd. That is still 6 days after they have promised to ship the item. That wasn't the deal. You know, it doesn't matter. That was not the deal. They were meant to ship all the items within that time frame, and they didn't. On the 17th of September, they have started processing them, which is unfair, which is not what they promised. But I have been talking for a while. This has been like my first ever rant. It wasn't really that ranty, but I just wanted to share the experience that I had with this, and it is very upsetting because Kristi did not deserve this. She's an amazing YouTuber, and Pure effed up big time, not being prepared with their website. However, they made a separate website, which I did appreciate, because when I did buy my palettes through that pre-sale, it was quick, it was easy. Even though there was a lot of traffic, there was no glitches. I was super happy. How they replied in the Twitter interaction was a slap in the face. That denial, their denial of up is the most frustrating thing. It didn't go smoothly at all. Them just saying, "Well, we said we were going to ship within that window, and that's what happened." No, it didn't. You didn't ship every single item within that window. You started processing them on the last day. So don't lie. But anyway, that was a little bit ranty. Let's finally get into the makeup, because I cannot wait. I'm sure the palette is beautiful and it works fantastic, and I can't wait to put it on my eyes. So let's zoom in and let's get started. This is why I don't like ranting. I don't like getting wound up, because it's starting to give me a headache. My mouth hurts from talking so much. Let's just relax and play with this palette. I love the packaging of this palette, the fact that she drew all of this beautiful packaging. I am definitely going to cut it out and put it on my display. I love it. I love the story behind it. If you have not watched Kristi's reveal video, I will link it up here. It is so worth a watch. It's so nice. I teared up thinking about what she was thinking when doing this palette. I love this. I want to get this tattooed. She's got her cat on it, she's got a microphone on it, she's got a Harry Potter theme on it, and it's so beautiful. It really, really is. This is the colourful side I just happened to have opened. You can tell it's the colourful side because it has like a halo kind of a reflex. And this is it. This is the colourful side, and on the natural side, which you can tell it's a natural side, natural neutral, because it's rose gold. It doesn't reflect holographic. This is the natural neutral side. I know a lot of people said this, but this is a brilliant idea for it to be double-sided. It's quite compact, it's not too heavy. Absolutely love it. The thought behind it, the hard work Kristi did with this palette, it shows, which makes it even more infuriating with what I said earlier. But let's just move on. I haven't even touched the lashes yet. I did open the palette and had a look because I just had to, but I didn't check out the lashes. Oh, they seem to be quite soft. They're not like super shiny, which is nice. I don't remember the prices at all. Again, I completely forgot about this palette for a while. They're quite hard, but that's okay. Again, the packaging is the same theme. I absolutely love it. You can tell which one is a little bit more out there, which one is everyday, because of the packaging inside, the rose gold and the holographic. But let's start with the palette. I will be priming my lids with my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. It is something I have used all the time. It never lets me down. It is a perfect eyeshadow base, but you can use whatever base you'd like. I will use the convenient mirror in the palette, and let's just get started. I'm so excited for this. I am going to start with Told You, which is a perfect chocolatey, warm-toned, like gingery kind of shade. It has a little bit of kickback, but I did pick up a lot on my brush. I'm going to stamp this in my crease first, and then once I've got this in there, I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. Okay, very pigmented. I have to get a clean brush to start blending this out. Okay, so I have, I don't know, like an odd patch where it grabbed a little bit weird. I'm going to try and fix it by taking a little bit more in that area, in the very crease. It's kind of blending out nicely, but again, just that initial thing. Maybe I should have powdered the lid, I don't know, but I never do. Okay, it kind of blended nicely. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's alright. Okay. I mean, let's just go straight in. You're not my real dad. I love when she says that. That's like one of my favourite Rawbeautykristi sayings. And I'm also going to put this in the crease, but mostly on the outer third of my eye. This is a very, very, very dark, like an espresso brown. It almost looks black on the eye, which is actually quite nice, because obviously there isn't a black in this palette. I love how these two have blended. It has kind of fixed my skipping issue a little bit. I'm taking a little bit more of Told You to put on top and blend out. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my crease. I can't help myself. So I just took a little bit more of You're Not My Real Dad in the inner portion. So a nice, very dark crease, blended out with a warm toned brown. Very, very good. Just taking that clean brush to blend out the very edges. I mean, to have achieved this with two shades, I like it. I like it a lot. For my cut crease, you know me, I'm taking a Q-tip and a little bit of makeup remover to pre-clean my cut crease. And then I'm taking a flat brush with a little bit of my concealer to cut the crease. And of course, to test the quality of the eyeshadow, I'm going to take Golden Ticket with a flat brush first. I usually take my shimmers with my finger, so even if this, oh, I mean, it sticks on. I was worried that it's not going to stick to my lid at all, but it's kind of working. But I am going to use my finger anyway. Yeah, it works a lot better. Obviously, it usually does. It's a warm toned gold, nice amount of specks. Looks cute. Looks a little bit textured now I've applied a lot of it on. So if you have textured lid, just apply a little bit less. Maybe just build gradually with the brush. Okay, to blend that outer corner in, I'm going to take Told You. Just putting a little bit of that on there. I love the colour of Told You. It's going to be like my everyday shade, I think. It's not sticking to the shimmer as well as I would want it to, so I am having to build it. And then You're Not My Real Dad. on the very outer corner. Those mats are struggling to grip to the outer corner without it being sticky anymore. It's not bad, but again, I just had to build it a little bit. Interesting. This is looking nice. It's a very standard kind of smoky eye cut crease, but that's what I felt like doing today. I'm going to do the other eye, do my base, and then I will come back to do the lower lash line with a little bit of pop of colour, and I'm going to stick lashes on as well. Okay, so my makeup is almost finished. I love what it looks like at the moment. I did have a little bit of troubles blending the shades on this eye for whatever reason. It's not a flawless blend. They were skipping a little bit. I don't know which shade it is exactly. You can't really tell in the final look, but it did take a little bit of patience. One thing that I really want to do, that I do quite a lot, is use the eyeshadow palette for my blush. Was thinking of using the colourful side, but it's very intense. Instead, I'm going to pick out It Just Does. Obviously, it is an eyeshadow, it will be quite intense. So I dab a little bit off on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use It Just Does as my blush today. Don't hurt yourself by going straight in, and do a very light sweeping motion. I hold my blush brush at the very tip, so it's delicate. You can always build it, but it's a lot harder to blend it in. For my lower lash line, I want to use the colourful side. Immediately I gravitate towards the purple called Tribute, so that's what I'm going to use, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. I might put more than one colourful shade, haven't decided yet. That already looks so pretty. I love the colour of this, and I'm surprised these are sticking on my powdered under eye. Can't wait to make an eyeshadow look with this purple. It looks stunning. This might be a mistake, but the second shade that my eyes are like is Golden State. It is a green. It's like a turquoise kind of green, but I think it's gonna look cute. So I'm gonna do like half and half. Oh, and it's making a beautiful blue in the middle. I'm going to take a small fluffy brush and just scratch at the edges, just blending these edges just a tiny little bit so it's not so harsh. And maybe, just maybe, to highlight my inner corners, I'm going to use Cafe Disco on a pencil brush. Yeah, that looks nice. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit more icy in comparison to what I have on my top lid. Okay, that looks cute, and I think it shows off the palette pretty well because it's a combination of natural side and a colourful side. I think it looks cute. Time for the lashes. I don't know which ones I should go for. The more extreme lash, Can't Be Bothered, have a black lash band, and Lovely have a see-through one. These are the Can't Be Bothered lashes, and these are Lovely. What do you think? On the eyes, they look very, very similar. Very, very similar. In fact, I think I might enjoy the Can't Be Bothered ones a bit more. Yeah, I'm going to put Can't Be Bothered on. Okay, I'm going to stick the other lash on, and I will be right back to give you my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is the final look I created today with the Pure X Rawbeautykristi palette. I'm also wearing the Can't Be Bothered lashes. I actually really like them. I prefer them to the Lovely lashes, which I'm surprised by, but they are looking super cute. I love the makeup look I created with this palette. There were a couple of minuscule issues that I have with it, which means I only need to test it out more. Overall, I am super happy with the palette. I love both the natural everyday kind of side and the colourful side. I love the shades. The intensity is there, as you can see, with every single shade that I've put on. The shimmers are nice. There's quite a lot of fallout with the shimmer though. Just bear that in mind. I always do my eyes first when I do this kind of makeup, so it's not a problem for me. But if you put your base first and then do your eyeshadow, bear that in mind. I love the packaging. I've said that before. You can tell how much thought she put into this collection, and it's just such a big shame because Pure dropped the ball on this one. They really have. I'm just over Pure right now, you know, because of this launch. But the palette is beautiful. I love my makeup today. I love Kristi. Well done, congratulations. Hopefully you're not offended by this video because it is definitely not targeted at you personally. You did a great job. Pure did you dirty, basically. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed the rant. If you didn't, that's absolutely fine. Just let me know you don't want to see negative videos in the future. That's absolutely fine. It was something different. It was something that I wanted to get off my chest. And as always, I hope you have enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.